CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chickens here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, I wanted to go over how to complete missions quickly and efficiently on the Boom Pass. So we have all the missions loaded up here, and we're going to go over different strategies that you guys can use for these different missions. So if you haven't already, appreciate it if you guys do subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to use that code CHICKEN in the shop. After we talk about missions, we're going to do a little bit of chatter on Season 55 and hopefully Season 56. But let's go over what some of these are, because some of them are kind of confusing. So, first one, pretty straightforward, destroying all buildings. So, destroy a total of 800 buildings in any number of battles. I think the easiest way for this, and probably a lot of these missions, is going to be to use all Scorchers and Bullet armored units that are just going to free clear and spread out and survive, and that's going to be an easy way to take down buildings. If you're using like all Zuka or Rifle Zuka or even heavy Zuka, you know, you risk not being able to fully clear the base, or only clearing out half of it, which is going to kind of waste your time. The next one, deploy few troops and win. Now, I think a great way to get this one accomplished, destroy a Blackguard or mercenary PvP base 12 times. You can deploy at most 8 troops in each fight. So a great way to do this would be like Bullet and a couple Scorchers, or if you could do some easier bases that you could do with like 2 or 3 boats of Zukas. It's only 2 or 8 troops. 8 troops, so 8 troops in total. So that's probably going to be your heavier armored units. Is going to make a lot more sense there. Using gunboat energy. So this is going to be something where you don't want to use armored units. You don't want to use anything that's going to cost you GBE. Because you're going to gain more of it by taking out more buildings and then just using like barrage, critters, smoke. That's going to be your more efficient way. So to use a lot of gunboat energy in one battle, you're going to want to use a bunch of different things. You don't want to use a barrage that costs you, 32 GBE to throw down, opposed to using, 6 smokes that can equal out to more than that maybe. So you got to find the balance, and obviously the bigger bases that are easier to take down with more buildings are going to net you more GB to be able to use. These ones, it doesn't say. We don't have titles on these ones just yet. Let's see what happens if we go to claim. No, nothing. Let's go back here. So it's going to be interesting because the missions are going to change with the pass itself as they get updated. So yeah, they're going to have different missions. They're going to be kind of like this, and there's going to be, as long as you set out with some sort of plan to take them down, and just be cognizant of what missions are active. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. Just keep in mind which things that you're going to be able to go through while you're just doing your regular attacks. I think they'll be fairly straightforward. So we got some more down here. So complete armory upgrades. So if you are a max level player, you'll automatically get these ones. Like if you've already done them, then you already they'll become unlocked and you just claim them. Completing dives. I mean, there's no strategy there. Just complete as many dives. Obviously, do the cheaper ones if you want to grind out the mission really quickly. Statue sculpting. Now, I believe this would count for fragments as well, so you really could do this in the span of, 20 minutes or something like that. 40 statues in 7 seconds. Whatever the math is there, you could probably do it within an hour. So that'd be an easy one to knock out just by grinding out idols. Winning with full health. So you have to destroy Blackguard or PvP base 5 times. Remaining troops must be at full health at the time of destruction. So that doesn't mean your troops can't take damage, but they do have to be full health at the time of destruction. So I think a great way to do this would be to use maybe all Zukas or warriors or something like that, and then just spam the medkits at the very end. So then at the exact time the match ends, they'll be at full health. Now, if you guys know, like say you're doing warriors, for example, so you take down the HQ, the match is over, right? And then all of the buildings blow up, and that takes 10 or 20 seconds. So during that time, as long as you spam those medkits down while the battle is still active, they're not going to be taking any damage. So even though, yeah, you might think warriors, they're going to take a bunch of damage, that doesn't make sense. But as long as the troops that die, they don't have to be at full health because they're not there. It's just the remaining troops, it says. So spamming down a bunch of medkits at the very end would definitely be an option for that. I think it'd be an easy way to do it. When using hero only, so this is typically bullet on NPC bases. Especially if you got a nice boost for him, then he's usually your go-to with energy drink or something like that. Bard out the shock launchers, get him close to the HQ, maybe clear out a little zone for him. Critters also work well with bullet, and that's pretty well the only option you're going to have there, because Kavan's not going to work. Brick sometimes with the cluster grenade, and probably not Everspark. Destroying the HQ last. So this is kind of cool. This is like... It's like you have to go around the HQ, take out all the defenses first, and then take out the HQ. So this would be very easy to do on NPC bases, especially with heavier, tank units. Destroy Blackguard Mercenary base 12 times. HQ must be the last building destroyed. So, yeah. And we've got a lot of time to do these, right? Like we've typically got, if we look at the season timer, 28 days to get these done. So, yeah, it'd be hard to do them in one map clear. There wouldn't be enough bases to do all these, but yeah. Using Flare and Wind. So some of these are easy. It's just a lot of matches. 250 times. Use Flare ability 250 times in successful attacks on Blackguards or Mercenary base. So again, an easy way to accomplish this one would be to just do your attack and then spam a million flares at the end of the attack before you take down the HQ. Because that is going to count. So 250 flares, that's actually... I thought it was one attack. It only counted, but it says multiple flares. Use flare ability 250 times in successful attacks. So I imagine however many times you're flaring in that one attack means that you could stack those up fairly quickly. Deploy tanks and win. This is kind of Boom Beach. Deploy 25 tank troops in successful attacks on Blackguard or Mercenary bases. Deploy 25 tank troops. I don't know if that counts, if a boat counts as a troop, or if it's the 3 tanks per boat. I'm guessing it's the 3 tanks per boat, so that should be fairly easy to do, because you can get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. You can get 24 tanks. So if you did 2 all-tank attacks in one, that would be that mission, I would think. Attack and task force operations. This is great because it provides a little bit of motivation for people to attack in task force ops. I mean, you only have to do it 3 times, so that's super easy. And you're going to benefit your task force. You're going to get the daily loot and that kind of thing from them as well. So that's an easy one. So some of these are covered up and we can't see. So it looks like they're also going to unlock at certain points in the season. So yeah, some of them come in midway through. So it's like the missions that pop up initially, you've got like a week to do those, and then the next set of missions are going to pop up. So you want to make sure that you complete your first set of missions in the Boom Pass in order to unlock the next ones coming up. So yeah, we didn't end up talking too much about warships here, but we kind of just did that yesterday. We did get our 26th top 500 guys, which I was super stoked about. We'll jump over real quick now. But yeah, we were able to grind out our 26 top 500, so that was exciting, which is cool. And we'll do a quick little just leaderboard recap here. So the cutoff actually ended up being a lot lower than I thought. I thought it was going to be higher this season because people were able to change the stat nodes, but I don't know. It just it really kind of fizzed out. So here's where we finished. We finished 330 in global. Not my greatest finish, 2397, but I was happy with it because it was a very difficult last push. And then you see the cutoff ended up being 2364. So, yeah, I thought it was going to be higher. I thought it was going to be more competitive towards the end because the meadows were going to be able to shift. But everyone seemed to be running those 70R, 3 or 4 engine, able to get bases towards the end. So that was tough. But yeah. So there's your first look at how to complete missions quickly, guys. And we got season 56 just around the corner, which is crazy to think. We've done 55 seasons in the books of Warships, which is amazing. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. As always, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. If you don't like the update and you're saying that it's for more max level players, the only message that I have for that is, this is the first major update that Boom Beach has got in like 5 or 6 years. So to get an update at all is cool. I know it's not, the wish list update that we all want. But keep in mind, this is the framework. This is the foundation of bigger updates to come. And yeah, it's about increasing revenue for the game. But if that does happen, and if it helps out new players come into the game and enjoy it, that's going to allow them the dev time to work on bigger updates for us, for the max level players, for the people that have been here for 10 years. So it's you got to kind of take a step back and look at what it means, as a whole for the game. It's another revenue stream, and that's going to allow them, if it does end up being successful and making the game more money, that's going to allow them to pour more time into Boom Beach. And there's another thing on the Supercell released their annual report kind of thing, and I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but there was a point where Ika, who's the Supercell CEO, he said what they want to start focusing on more is the games that are live. So the 5 major games they have right now, Boom Beach, Heyday, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, and really just pouring the dev time into making those games, even better. So it's good news. It's good news, and it's something to get excited about. So that's probably one of the major reasons why I'm really excited about this update. So there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next one. Check it out. Back.